Walt Disney's Peter Pan. Do you see Smee there? Do you see Hook? Do you see Peter Pan? And do you see TikTok? You do? Great job. Let's learn a little bit about Peter Pan. Woohoo! Let's make sure I got this. Here we go. Far away from here, there exists a place where the sun always shines, the sky is always blue, and the people never grow up. This paradise is called Neverland, and it's home to Peter Pan and Tinker Bell. You see all of it? I'll just do a quick little thing so you can see. Oops. Let me do it. See, there we go. Everything, 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 everything. Do you see that? Yes, you do. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's learn some more. In London, not far from Neverland, lived Wendy, John, and Michael Darling. Each night they would gather in the bedroom, to hear Wendy's tale of Peter Pan. Friendly Indians and the evil pirates of Neverland. Do you see all that here? They're actually, there's the fireplace, and there they are here. That's Michael. I think that's Michael, and then that's John, and there's Wendy. Do you see that? Isn't that cool? Wonderful job. One night, as Wendy told John and Michael their favorite Peter Pan story, Nana, their Saint Bernard, began to bark in the yard. At that very moment, Peter and Tinkerbell were climbing into their bedroom. "I've come to find my shadow," said Peter Pan. Nana took it from me last night. I came to visit to hear your stories." While Wendy mended Peter Pan's shadow, John and Michael watched their hero with admiration. "I'm so happy that you came this evening," Peter said, Wendy. It's my last night in the nursery, starting tonight. I have my own room now, but that doesn't mean we won't hear any more stories," cried Peter Pan. "Come with me to Neverland." Basically, what he's saying is, does that mean we're gonna not be able to hear the stories? So he's gonna bring her. This is Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, Wendy, John, and Michael. And he goes, "Come with me to Neverland, and you can always be a young kid." Wendy and Michael couldn't believe their ears. "We would love to," they said. Peter took a pinch of Tinkerbell's pixie dust and sprinkled it over the children. He told them to think of happy thoughts. Do you see right there? They're all thinking of happy thoughts. Do you see that? "You can fly," said Peter. They flew all night until they reached Neverland. So let's take a look. There they go. They start from their house. They start from their house here. With the pixie dust, they fly, 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 and then they, remember, second star right on till morning. You got it? Excellent. There we go. Look at from up above, they could see a rainbow, waterfalls, and a lagoon full of mermaids. It was the most beautiful place they had ever seen. There were beaches, forests, and of course, an Indian village. They had finally reached Neverland. You see all the beauty here. There's John, Wendy, Michael, and Peter Pan, and they see all of Neverland. Great job. "Come this way," said Peter, as Wendy, Michael, and John landed in the middle of the forest. He led them to his secret hideout, where he lived with his friends, the Lost Boys. Do you see that? There's a spot where there's a secret passage that only Peter and the Lost Boys know, and it leads right down into a secret spot that they live. These are all the Lost Boys here. And he wants Wendy, Michael, and John to become Lost Boys as well. John and Michael played with the boys while Wendy and Peter went to visit the Mermaid Lagoon. As they crouched between a rock, Peter and Wendy saw Tiger Lily, the Indian chief's daughter. Captain Hook and Smee had captured her, and she's in a boat right over here. Do you see that? Peter and Wendy eavesdropped on the pirates. Tell me where to find Peter Pan, demanded Hook. But Tiger Lily stayed silent. I have to save her, Peter whispered to Wendy. Captain Hook was bringing Tiger Lily to Skull Rock. So these are the mermaids here, and so he sees over here Tiger Lily. Yep. Let's see right here. Peter and Wendy flew to Tiger Lily's rescue. A fierce battle broke out between Peter Pan and Captain Hook. Suddenly, Mr. Smee cried, "Do you hear something?" It was tick-tock, the crocodile's clock, and he was heading right for them. "Help!" cried Hook. He lost his balance and fell into the water. Uh-oh. Peter swam to the prisoner and released her. Captain Hook was furious. That pesky Peter Pan. I'll get him once and for all, he barked. Hook had captured Tinker Bell and coaxed her into revealing Peter Pan's hideout. Then Captain Hook set a trap. The little fairy inside, he trapped the little fairy inside a lantern. So a very big fight pursued while I got Tiger Lily, and Captain Hook heard tick-tock. And tick-tock was down here, and Peter Pan pushed Hook off, lost his balance, and then he said, I vow to take revenge. And so Tinkerbell, as we know in the story, got really jealous because of Wendy, and so she thought that she can make Wendy go home if she tells Hook where the secret hideout is, but what she didn't understand was she's going to be captured and Hook's going to set a trap for Peter Pan and the Lost Boys. Here we go. In the hollow tree, the Lost Boys had gathered around Wendy. They listened intensely to her marvelous stories. Not far away, the pirates prepared to attack. When the Lost Boys and Wendy's brothers exited the tree, they were all captured. When Wendy came out, she saw that the pirate had caught the boys, tied her up. Yelled one of the pirates. They captured poor Wendy, tied a thick rope around her, and led her through the forest. So they captured, this is when the boys came out of the hollow log spot here, Captain captured them. And then when Wendy came out, these two pirates, Smee and the other pirate, caught her and then made sure that she didn't yell and tied her up. Peter will save you. Peter will save us, said Wendy bravely. Captain Hook laughed. Ha, 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 ha. Peter won't be able to save you, he scoffed. You'll have to walk the plank. Nobody had realized that Tinkerbell had escaped the lantern. She flew to Peter Pan and told him all about Captain Hook's evil plan. Peter flew as quickly as he could to save his friends. This time, you've gone too far, Peter told Hook. I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget. Another battle ensued. Peter Pan threw Hook and the other pirates overboard, and a crocodile chased the captain through the water. You see there in the boat, but Captain Hook gets chased by the crocodile. He goes, ha ha, you will never win. And Tinkerbell escaped from the lantern, went over and got Peter. A battle pursued, and then they kicked the pirates out and Captain Hook, and the crocodiles chasing Captain Hook. Hooray for Captain Peter Pan, the boys cheered. They would never again have to worry about Captain Hook. The darling children thanked Peter for saving them. Could you tell me, sir, where we're sailing to? Wendy asked politely. To London, madam, Peter replied. Come on, Tinkerbell, said Peter. The children watched excitedly as Tinkerbell sprinkled pixie dust over the entire ship. So, see right there? He ends up taking Hook's clothes. They ask where they're going. They're going to London. And Hook is basically never seen again. He disappears. He's being chased by the crocodile, I guess, forever, so that he's out of the way. All of a sudden, something extraordinary happens. The vessel, which had turned a magnificent golden color, became light as a feather in the wind. The ship sailed gently through the sky. Whoosh! The ship drifted over the forest. The Indians couldn't believe their eyes as they watched it pass overhead. Can you hear it? Michael asked. Hear what? His sister replied. Big Ben chiming, he cried joyfully. We're home. So what happened is Tinkerbell put some pixie dust on the ship, and then it went whoosh. And then they traveled all the way over here out of Neverland into London. Before returning to Neverland, Peter and Tinkerbell promised never to forget Wendy, John, and Michael. The children would certainly miss their friends, but they were delighted to be back home. So I remember after whoosh right in, and then now they've dropped off the kids in London, and they're going back to the second star straight on to morning. Great jobs. Thank you so much for coming on this grand journey of Peter Pan, Walt Disney's Peter Pan. So what have we learned? We learned the importance of being nice. We learned the importance of being kind. And we learned the importance of celebrating the special thing, the special you. And that's what they learned. And never forget your friends, your family, and people that matter the most to you. So like what we always say, remember, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and come back to Happy Time Story Time for more videos, my friends. Be blessed. Bye-bye.